Hello, lacrosse fans. Welcome to the 2018 Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational. We are bringing you USA Blue versus LaserSharks Blanco. USA in possession. They have a 2-0 lead here as we are 4 minutes into the game. There's a shot from the outside by Dominique Alexander, joining the club today. Wasn't able to make it yesterday, but he takes that first rip and bounces up into the mesh, so it is a LaserSharks Blanco ball. Aggressive check there. Donnie Moss going after that ball, gets it back for the U.S. There's Connor Kelly. We'll leave it for Martin Bowes. Little pick, gives it to Kieran McCardle on the roll. McCardle also joining the club today, wearing his Toronto Rock helmet. Recently signed to a contract for a 3rd year with the Rock. They're very pleased with the progress he is making in the adjustment to the indoor game. LaserSharks with possession. A little swim move there for Graham Bergsma. Bergsma tosses it back over, and Elliot Bender has a little trouble catching it. So off goes Jared Newman, and the pass ahead to Tim Edwards. Edwards stumbles. Actually may have been helped to stay up there after the collision with the LaserShark defender. LaserSharks pushing the pace. Ball up top with Dan Blanco. Blanco feeds it across to Tyler Copen. His shot goes wide. Copen tries to get it back. Can't quite reach it, so the ball's going to roll back over. I gave the plum drive to Brad McCarthy. Marcus Holman starts with the ball at the top on the power play for the U.S. Blue. Lead 2-0. Holman takes it back.
LaserSharks penalties number 16.
Kelly receives a return pass from Davey Amala. That went off the goaltender and up out of play. That's Adam Miller making the save. Brandon Miller, meanwhile, is in net for Team USA Blue. On the other end, so it's battling Millers. Kelly steps sideways, feed through to Bowes. He is plastered by CJ Fleming, the guy who would definitely like to be on one of these USA teams. Was certainly a contender for this camp. He's going to put his shoulder down, and the stick of Donnie Moss just snaps in half on Fleming. And CJ Fleming is got emotions head as he heads off. Sorry, that was Thomas Rudlow, actually. Everything I said about CJ Fleming does stand, but Rudlow. Shot from the outside, ripped by Greg Downing. He took some shifts up front yesterday. They were waiting for some of the lefties to arrive, and with McCardle here, filling one of those slots. Edwards is back in his customary D position, picking up Pete Saya. Saya sets a bit of a pick there on Dominique Alexander. The ball is loose in the middle, picked up by O'Doherty. He's got Alexander running with him. They get a 2-on-1, player coming off the bench. And O'Doherty will just keep it. The defender played past, so O'Doherty takes the shot and buries it. 3-1, 3-0 for USA Blue. The goal went up just on the wrong side of the board there, but that'll be rectified any second. Tim Edwards up to challenge this face-off.
First of the game scoring by number 8, Chris O'Doherty. 7 goals, 7-3.
Just missing that. Sorry, trying to give you the LaserSharks Blanco face-off, man, but we don't have a 21 on our list. Blanco does have the ball, though. It comes up to Bergsma. Marksman kind of shakes his head. He had somebody he wanted to get the ball to. Shot from the outside. Hard overhead rip by Dan Blanco. Turned aside by Miller. Picked up there, but then Eli Gobrecht lost it. Gets it back and tosses it ahead. Jared Newman had to use his chest to protect that one. Still a chance here for Holman to run ahead. He'll hand it off and they'll set up in the set. Oh, McCardle gives it off and Kelly looking to feed. Bose gets it to Kelly. Swim move, or to Holman with the swim move. Just as they're about to get the shot, shot clock expires and Blanco will run the other direction. Downing on the far side. Greg Downing spins around, flicks it out, but it's grabbed there by Taylor Embry. He's going to go for a trot. Holman takes the pass. McCardle thought about the feed, goes up to Kelly, gets the pass down low, but Dylan Donahue was on his offside, just didn't have an angle. That shot scooped up by Miller, and they will toss the ball up ahead. Here comes LaserSharks Blanco. Blanco, the defender, losing a glove there. U.S. moving the ball forward. We've got 3.5 to go here in the first half. Up top to McCardle. Backdoor cut, wide open. Nice save there on Amala by Miller. Staying tight on his post. Amala scoops that one up. Holman feeds it up top to Dylan. And there's a shot on the delayed penalty. So on the power play, U.S. sets up with Holman at the top. McCardle's over on the one side. Here's Kelly passing it down low to Amala. Down low, just skips away from Holman. Can't quite get the pass out to Amala. Amala's going to have to go and get it himself. Battle along the boards is Elliot Bender trying to protect that ball for as long as possible. He does a great job of it. It almost got it back, but it was just kicked ahead by Tim Edwards. It's going to be picked up by O'Doherty. Lots of time. Oh, just 5 seconds left. I was looking at the 40, the number, not the 6, the time that was left on that penalty. So we're back to even strength. Kelly takes his pass, steps to the middle. Great feed down low, but just touching the crease line was Dylan Donahue. Makes me sick. You're going to have a delay of game penalty there. Graham Bergsma will argue it, but he knows that you got to put that ball straight down. And the U.S. will take a timeout with 1 minute to go here in the first period. In the first half, that will give them a chance to have the power play here in its entirety in the first half. That's the stingers for the next game.
What is the future of sport? The next evolution of athlete? Well, we hypothesized that athletes will develop the sixth sense, if you will, extremely heightened instincts. If you look across the animal kingdom, a sixth sense is innate to many species. With the right tools, our athletes can acquire an inexplicable connection to see without seeing, to feel without feeling.
U.S. underway on the power play. Up to McCardle. Kelly takes it back to the top. Great job fighting through there by Vin Curran to get out and contest that shot. Kelly almost a great play to keep it over center, but it will be possession for LaserSharks Blanco and Vin Curran, who was extremely impressive yesterday. He's going to take the ball and they'll see how much time they can kill here. And LaserSharks are going to take a timeout. So with 24 seconds left in the penalty, 25 seconds left in the first half, it'll be interesting to see as they set this up. You have one timeout per half. You might as well use it. I'm curious. It doesn't look like they're pulling their goaltender, but hey, if you're going to set it up, there's only a 1.3 second difference. I say pull the goalie, go 5-on-5. Of course, if you happen to get stripped by this remarkably athletic U.S. defense, it's an empty net for them to race down and dump the ball into. So it's not without risk, but hey, risk reward. 3-0. Very impressive performance by this LaserSharks Blanco outfit to stay this close to an athletic and talented U.S. roster. I'm sure it's disconcerting for the U.S. players and coaches. Bender will start with the ball. They are leaving the goalie in the net. So just going to go with the 4-on-5. See if they can generate something. Mike Blanco spins back. Bounce pass, I think, was actually intended for Taylor Embry, but just didn't get through. And Bender couldn't get there first. Picked up there by O'Doherty. He'll shovel it ahead. Alexander, long pass, 10 seconds. 2-on-2. Manny, toe drag. Goes to the net, nice play, but then just loses the ball. Ooh, stumbles backward after a collision there. Fortunately, he didn't bang backwards into the boards. And that is 15 minutes play, 1/2 the game in the books here at the Lasnai. USA Blues 3, LaserSharks Blanco 0. I'm Steven Stamp. We'll be back with the second half after our break.
What is the future of sport? The next evolution of athlete? Well, we hypothesized that athletes will develop the sixth sense, if you will, extremely heightened instincts. If you look across the animal kingdom, a sixth sense is innate to many species. With the right tools, our athletes can acquire an inexplicable connection to see without seeing, to feel without feeling, to do things that for thousands of years didn't seem humanly possible.
At Sisu, we take a very scientific approach to making sure our technologically advanced, doctor-developed, scientifically backed, industry-changing mouthguards are the most protective, lightest, talkable, breathable, comfortable, drinkable, removable mouthguards on the planet to guarantee you're protected. No matter what comes your way, the Sisu Next Gen. Sisu, talk, breathe, drink.
Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends. I'm Steven Stamp, and this is Lax All-Stars presentation of the 2018 LASNA here on the Onondaga Nation. We're in the Onondaga Fieldhouse. It is 3-0 USA Blue over LaserSharks Blanco. As you can see, we need some red out there. We got the blue and the white. We got red numbers. That's good. Extended battle for this opening faceoff of the second half. Still nobody able to get in. I think we have an injury on the floor. Chris O'Doherty was in the middle of that scrum, and so it was a little hard to see, but he definitely looked like he was grabbing at his knee, and then he rolls out of the way. The veteran U.S. defender, and veteran of Vancouver Warriors / Washington Stealth. There's a shot from the outside, ripped by Taylor Embry. Gets his own rebound off the backboards. Just a graze off of Goa Abrams now in net for USA Blue. The other end, Adam Miller still in between the pipes for Blanco. They're trying to stay tight in this one, trying to get themselves on the board. Bose takes it coming off the bench. Leaves it for McCardle. Kelly with a lever pass through. Ball bounces away though from Holman. Was a 2-on-1 break, but the U.S. so quick at getting their players out. It became a 2-on-3 and 2-on-4. And Blanco's just going to set up in the offense. No transition opportunity really developing there. Long pass across to the far side. Blanco just getting their fifth runner on the floor now. Tyler Copen coming in. He'll set a little pick, trying to open some space for Oris Edwards. Ball pops loose, and Bergsma has it, but the shot clock about to expire, so he wisely lobs it down into the far corner. Anthony Kelly was going to start with the ball. He'll actually leave it there. And the toss is made ahead to Kelly by Jojo Marasco. Or sorry, Donnie Moss was throwing that ball ahead. Kamala hands it off. Bose actually runs away from the pick by McCardle. And Miller snags that one in his crease. Off goes the ball the other way. Bergsma cradling. Watched closely by Amala, who's back for a defensive shift. Nice two-man defense, although the LaserSharks not too happy because Amala had a pretty solid grip on the stick of Tim Blanco as Blanco tried to roll off of that pick. May have been, for good reason, he may have been open. There's a shot 5-hole, squeaks through. Dylan Donahue coming off the bench, takes the pass in transition, and bounces one, just getting between the wickets. 4-0, USA Blue goes up. 3:10 into this second half. Some of the, it's pretty much all of the U.S. injured players who are here to be part of the tournament with their teammates, just not able to play, are here. Saw Tom Schreiber on the floor down before the game. He and Connor Fields and Joe Rizzaterich all sitting across the way in the stands. I know Russell Terrace and Fields were here watching some games last night, actually over at the Field House. I think pretty much everyone is here that is trying out for this. I think it is everyone now that's trying out for the 2019 World Indoor Lacrosse Championships U.S. team, who are hoping beyond hope they can get up and compete for the silver or gold medal, get into that championship game. That is their big goal. They're certainly showing some strides in this box lacrosse game. You can see the intensity here. And Brent Manning, trying to be helpful as he's coming off the floor, picks up a stick that was laying there, takes it to the bench. Oh, what a beautiful diving goal by Kieran McCardle. Goes airborne, gets horizontal, and tucks that one back just inside the post. What a beauty. I was just going to say, though, Manny brought the stick to the bench, and the referee was pointing to the Blanco bench. I think it may have been a LaserSharks stick that he was taking over to the U.S. bench.
USA goal, his first of the game, scoring number 3, Kieran McCardle. With an assist.
Edwards gets the draw for the U.S., comes over to Newman, but eventually it pops out. Great battle there by Fleming to try and get that ball back, but as he fell, the ball came away, and there was no other white shirt over in the direction it happened to come out. Bose backs away, moving pick called. Tom, can you ask somebody on the bench who 21 is? Blanco has a delayed penalty coming as he heads off to Bergsma. Behind the back, there's Dan Blanco. They throw it into the middle, almost got a chance there, but the U.S. defense closing so quick. These guys are super athletic. Great to see Chris O'Doherty back out there after he was in some clear discomfort, writhing on the floor a little while ago. Shot clock will expire. So we're back underway. Power play for Blanco after that delayed penalty comes into effect.
USA goal.
Hard rip by Oris Edwards, but the stop by Goa Abrams. We're going to have a loose ball push in the back by the U.S., so it'll be Blanco possession once again. Graham Bergsma running the top of the power play. Backing back, and there's Edwards. He's got some room, steps in, shoots just enough by Goa Abrams to knock that one aside. Battle for the ball, but Blanco is the first one there to get it. Little fake, gets it across to Bender. Bergsma fakes the pass, he rips that shot, leg saved by Goa Abrams, who has been unbeatable so far. Eli Gobrecht runs the ball up into the offensive zone, hands it off. Just 7 left on the penalty. 5 seconds more than that on the shot clock. So the U.S. can wait till the man advantage has expired. And then try and get a shot off. They're back to even strength, and they score. They don't just get a shot off, they get a goal as Marcus Holman bounces one that eludes Adam Miller. Great patience. And then with the time ticking down on the 30, Holman just lets it rip. We're midway through this second half. It's 6-0, USA Blue. Will Mahan, number 21 for LaserSharks Blanco, we have found out. He is in there. He is a terrific face-off guy. He gets out and just dominates often at the Alice Robeski in Prague and various tournaments. Does a great job, but boy, when you're up against the likes of Anthony Kelly this time and Tim Edwards and some of these U.S. face-off guys, not as easy to pull that ball out. And Malik going after that one, a big battle ensuing. Curran jumps in. There's Courtney Fleming that comes up with it. Fleming gliding up the floor. Curran driving down, shoots just off the shoulder cap of Goa Abrams, who dropped to his knees. Curran shot high, but not quite high enough. He had a space. That shot from the outside by Tyler Copen. He's going to go off the backboards and all the way back. They'll have an over and back call, and Copen just makes sure to get in the way of the onrushing U.S. player. Martin Bowes hands it off to McCardle. He's going to go underneath, has a lane, shoots a 5-hole. Nice save by Miller. Just turning that aside. Here's McCardle passing it through. Donahue wasn't in position to shoot. A couple of times now he's gone in and got the ball, but he's been off to his offside just too far to have any kind of an angle to get a shot off. Fleming pushes the ball up to the U.S. Nice job getting the forwards off, getting the defenders out, taking away that transition opportunity. Holman. Bergsma. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me calling him Marsh Holman. Bergman, a veteran face-off guy, and mostly defender, but boy, he had a terrific summer in Senior B once again, showing that he can score. 3-on-1. The pass across. Newman trying to sidestep around to get to a good shooting position. They're going to call back in as it was played into the crease. 4:50 to go, 6-0. USA Blue, and Davey Amala getting into it as he cuts across and gives Bergman a little shot. There's a rip off the face of Miller. Cutter, quick release, no chance for Miller on that one as Amala slid in untouched. The ball was in and out of his stick before Miller was even able to be aware of where it was, and he's going to say, guys, something along the lines of, guys, don't let him just run through without being touched. That cut from the backside. And Amala so quick to get through the slot. 7-0. Mahan and Edwards at the dot.
USA goal, his first of the game, scored number 4, David Imala. With an assist for number 1, Dylan Donahue.
Mahan almost pulled it out. Then Edwards goes after it. Mahan chops down. It winds up coming out in the stick of Adam Osika. Great pass and the diving finish. Love the timing on that little touch pass by Adam Osika. And O'Doherty's out there. Oh, and they're congratulating. A super finish. Eli Gobrecht. Don't get a lot of chances as a defender to go horizontal and tuck it far side. Gobrecht makes the most of that, and that's why they're so excited to get out and give him a little fist bump. Ball pops out. Alexander just takes out his man so Donnie Moss can pick it up, and the U.S. will move it ahead in the stick of Jared Newman. Oh, what a shot by Kelly. Takes a big hit from Fleming, but it's just a half second too late as Kelly goes far side and finds a spot, making it 9-0. U.S. Blues starting to open things up. Remember, it was just 3-0 at the half, and we had quite a battle going on.
USA goal, his first of the game, scoring for number 24, Anthony Kelly. With an assist, number 6, Marcus Coleman. Tying the goal, 2:57.
Downing shovels it ahead. Adam Osika had visions of a crease dive and dancing through his head, but instead he passes it off. McCardle sets up Bowes, who gets the shot off but misses, then steps in the crease, and it'll be Blanco possession. Mahan, a little bounce pass, I think surprised his teammate a little bit. Sorry, that was Casey Small making that pass. Oh, and there's a 5-hole bouncer by Dylan Donahue. He was in perfect position that time. I mentioned earlier he got himself across the crease a couple times. This time, perfect spot, rips it home. 10-0, the U.S. Blue hits double digits. Clock continues to wind here in this final minute and a half. Coming up next on Lacrosse All-Stars.
Second of the game scoring by number 1, Dylan Donahue. With an assist, number 15, Johnny Moss.
Continuing action from the last night, Dominic Alexander. Pushes it quickly up into the offensive zone, hands it off for Holman. Breaking down with Van Curran, gets a pick and fights his way through, but the ball knocked loose. Courtney Fleming on the run, sprinting up the floor. You can see he wanted to push it to the net, but once again, US Blue really impressive work getting their forwards off the floor so the defense can get out. Next game up is Music City and the Syracuse Stingers. So stay tuned. Thomas Cavetta will have that game for you here at the Onondaga Nation Arena. Thank you to Nike for presenting this game here at the 2018 LASNI on the Onondaga Nation. 7 seconds left. Almost identical on the shot clock. So Tim Edwards will just let things wind down, lob it over, and that will wrap things up for this game. The final score, USA Blue 10 and the LaserSharks Blanco 0. I'm Stephen Stamp. Thanks for being with us here at the LASNI. Come on back in about 15 minutes. Syracuse and Music City coming up.
What is the future of sport? The next evolution of athlete? Well, we hypothesize that athletes will develop the sixth sense, if you will. Extremely heightened instincts. If you look across the animal kingdom, a sixth sense is innate to many species. With the right tools, our athletes can acquire an inexplicable connection to see without seeing, to feel without feeling, to do things that for thousands of years didn't seem humanly possible.
At CSU, we take a very scientific approach to making sure our technologically advanced, doctor-developed, scientifically backed, industry-changing mouthguards are the most protective, lightest, talkable, breathable, comfortable, drinkable, removable mouthguards on the planet to guarantee you're protected. No matter what comes your way, the CSU Next Gen. CSU, talk, breathe, drink.